Welcome to another Tartan Taz Creates CAC hashtag video. My name's Tanya, otherwise known as Tartan Taz.
Thank you for joining me, and I hope you feel inspired to participate. Now, while I'm preparing my background with gesso, let me explain. This is a video for the August Art hashtag for the CAC. However, it is also the launch of my very own series. I plan to do a video regularly whereby I will do a layout and I will invite you all to be inspired and name that page. I've just finished with the gesso. Before it dried, I scraped in some words and some marks. I've now taken a layer off of a napkin. You may or may not have used napkins in your own work. Napkins usually have 3 layers. I had used the fancy layer and this was just the plain layer, and I thought it might be nice to do some printing on it and use it as some collage. So I have taken one of my word stamps, my script stamps, and using the ink, I'm just inking a few different colours onto the piece. I did start off by trying to put the script underneath and rolling over it to get the impression, kind of like you would do with a rub. But it didn't work, so I went back to the good old stamping. Now I'm using a little bird, again just to put a little bit more interest into the layers. As with the script stamp, I thought I would add a bit more interest by changing the colour of ink. At this point in the proceedings, I have no real plan. In fact, it's purely coincidental that it's for the August Art hashtag event. I didn't start out this page specifically for the event. I had started the page, then realised that the event was coming up, and it just so happened that what I saw in the page, which you will see later on, was a bird. So here we are. I am just applying some colour, again just randomly picked up one of the Tim Holtz distress paints, put a little bit of colour on, wiping it with a baby wipe, picked up the peach colour, put a little bit of baby wiping on again, taking some of the green off. Felt that I needed to smush it about with my fingers. I'd always usually bring in my fingers at some point, and I normally take out the drying, not because I don't want you to see me drying my page, but just more because I tend to just try and keep the video short. But I was actually adding more colour as I was drying, so I kept it in. And here you see me placing the bits of collage, and I am using golden medium gel to stick it down. Because it's tissue paper, you don't really need to use a medium gel. You could actually use a lesser gel, but medium's all I've got, so that's why I'm using that. I'm being particularly careful because if I rub too hard with the paintbrush, then I'll end up ripping the tissue paper or the layer of the napkin, but it essentially is tissue paper. Just readjusting it slightly, although I don't mind bumps. I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed any areas, because then again it's more likely to rip and tear. Decided that I needed a little bit more balance in the page, so I got the stamp out and the script stamp out, sorry, and started stamping using the same colours that were in the 2 bits that I picked, and it's around about this point that my batteries ran out filming, and I didn't realise, and so very shortly I will go from this to a more fuller page, shall we say, and it will be round about now. So here we are, we're back with a much fuller page. So let me explain a little bit about what I have done. I was looking at the page and I saw the shape of a bird, so I got some ink and a dip pen and I simply drew the shape of the bird that I saw. There is no touching up of colour in the bird. That is what I was left with when the paint dried. I put in a branch and I also used some bubble wrap and added some paint on. You saw me using a pen there. It just so happened that that pen is the same colour that the ink was that I used in the dip pen, and I just wanted the line to stand out a little bit more. I have used some washi tape, some with flowers, some with birds, again going with this bird theme. And you'll see me now covering up the little bird. I really didn't feel that it was matching the other bird, so I decided to cover it up, and I used some ink and some water spray to get a little bit more drippage, because that's what I had done previously. And again, it's about balancing the page. Decided to do some on the other side. It still really wasn't quite balanced, so I then spread it a little bit, got a tissue, and added some more. So there you have it, my finished page, minus a title. So why not pop in the comments what you feel, what that the page says to you. What do you think the quote or the title of this page should be? And I will pick a winner randomly. The closing date for this fun competition is the 14th of August. So thank you very much for sticking with me, and if you like this video, why don't you like, share, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.